Okay. Now, why am I here? Um, uh, Abhishek introduced me and he told me about what all I've done. Um, let's look at this. Say there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. Say there is IT. Say there is electronics. Say there is mechanical. Blah blah blah. The best performers in any field are on the top. The worst performers are niche, right? Just go to the next slide. But the misconception that we have is this, that all the fields are at par. Well, they're not. Now, call it fate, destiny, luck, decision, choice, whatever. As of today, you are in field number X. Whether you're electronics people, whether you're IT people, whether you're computers people, whether you're mechanical people. Or whatever it is that you guys are doing, I don't know. So, this is where the problem happens. You might be a best performer in your field, but some dumb ass guy is going to be more better off on the absolute scale of things. He'll be doing better than you. Understandable? I mean, fair enough. Say someone is a mechanical engineer, goes and joins Maruti. Or let's not say Maruti. Not everyone gets through Maruti. Some company that's manufacturing. My company, for instance. He might be very sharp, very smart, doing all the right things, moving his career in just the right pace, but because of the fact that manufacturing does not pay as well or is not similarly respected as, say, IT or consulting or something like that, they're much lower than the best performers and probably even some of the low performers of IT. The guy in IT might be getting that money, right? So what do? I've written here, you may become the best in your field, but still not be doing as well in life as in on an absolute scale, as someone much less talented or hardworking, but in another field. Let's move. Some misconceptions have developed over the last 2 decades. IT has seen its best times in the last 2 decades. We all agree on that. We have seen so much money flowing into the country. It's amazing. It's changed the face of everything from Indian retail to Indian automotive sector, everything, because a lot of money is flowing. People are getting bigger salaries, they're spending more, so they're buying more. We are the emerging market of the world. A lot of credit goes to IT, a lot, trust me, because the salary scales have just completely gone out of proportion, actually. As a matter of fact, I say they've gone out of proportion. Lots of salary cuts are happening these days. People don't have any problems because they don't have a choice. But these salary cuts are happening because this is called any market, it adjusts itself. The salaries were going out of scale, people were demanding it, they were moving, they were getting jobs like anything. You had 5 offers and were sitting and negotiating their salaries with their bosses. There was no option but for the bosses to increase the salaries, for the companies to increase their expenses. What happens? Eventually, after the peak, boom. It has to happen. It was expected. It was just not expected to be this bad. This recession that's come, it was expected, but it wasn't expected to be this bad. Anyways, IT has reached a saturation point. The market leaders predict that IT is going to end. What do they mean by IT is going to end? It can't just vaporize. The big guys will adapt themselves to fit into another market. The small guys will dwindle away and disappear, get bought off, close down, whatever. Why is that going to happen? Because automation is huge in IT. The amount of automation has gone up so much that people can now just afford to have a few engineers working inside their organization and taking care of most of their IT. So, golden days of IT are going. What then? Where's everyone going to get a job? People in electronics are getting placed in IT, people in computers are getting placed in IT, IT is obviously getting placed into IT, biotech is getting placed into IT, mechanical is getting placed into IT. I know people in civil from IITs who are getting placed into IT. Everyone's coding. Now we don't need coders anymore. What are we going to do? My own theory is that 2012 is going to be a new world order. There's a lot of things happening, which is like terrorism is going to see its peak. It is seeing its peak pretty much right now. I think there's some 60 nukes from Pak pointed at India right now, currently. Anyways, let's not talk Pakistan, India here. There's terrorism. There is the recession, which will go away. It'll keep unstable, and I think 2012 we'll have a stable thing, something stable. I don't know what it is. There's the economic power shift that's happening between the third world countries and the developed countries. Then there is, let me see, one or two more things I did. Recession, terrorism, climate change. Yeah, climate change is another problem. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not. If you read the newspapers, you'll realize that there's a very big conflict on the topic of terrorism and the Indian subcontinent when it comes to the US government. Mr. Obama's strategy is in a particular direction, and Hillary Clinton keeps making these statements once in a while which are completely opposite to what he says. So I really don't know where America is going. I am not really fond of what's happening with the governance. So that's another thing that will, again, by 2012, 4 years away, that will get decided whether they're going to sit this way or that. So anyways, by 2012, we're going to have a new world order. Let's come back to the topic. So what do we need to do? We need to re-establish the balance amongst the various branches of engineering. We have to understand that everyone cannot go into IT. Not going to happen anymore, boss. You can keep thinking that in another 2 years the recession will go away. Well, it might, but you still might not have those perfect white-collar sitting in AC jobs. So we need to, I mean, we are pretty much amongst the top engineering colleges in this country, guys. There's a, I don't know if there's there people from outside NSIT also? Yeah, 1 or 2 people. So, all of us guys, we need to do something. Trust me, it's not going to be pretty the next 3-4 years. And you are all part of those 3-4 years, unfortunately. Destiny, whatever. So, let's go forward. So we need to get our feet back on the ground. We need to understand, digest the fact that the good days are gone. They were there. Everyone enjoyed it while they could. Here's a fact. $500 billion electronics manufacturing industry. $500 billion. And China and Taiwan have taken the whole cake. We didn't even realize that something like this was happening. When it happened, then we realized that, oh shit. So, go to any institute, any engineering college, we have as many computer engineers as electronics engineers. Then why the hell are we not making electronics? I think we are sufficiently smart. We have the talent, we have the brains, we have the right sort of engineers. Then why is it not happening? It's not happening because we don't have the culture. We're just not used to it. That's all.